In Midtown Manhattan early this morning, 50-year-old Brian Thompson, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, was shot and killed in what appears at this early stage of our investigation to be a brazen targeted attack. This does not appear to be a random act of violence. The victim was in New York City to speak at an investor conference. It appears the suspect was lying in wait for several minutes. And as the victim was walking to the conference hotel, the suspect approached from behind and fired several rounds, striking the victim at least once in the back and at least once in the right calf. The suspect fled, first on foot, then on an e-bike, and was last seen in Central Park on Center Drive early this morning.
And the way she'll do you just ain't funny.
NYPD, listen up. Stop showing pictures of this man. You're not helping. He's not helping you at all. This fucking guy looks like a model. Now you got more girls trying to hide this man. Listen, if the people really wanted to help, they would have done it already. It's Friday. It's more than 48 hours. When people really want to find somebody, they do it in 24. Remember those insurance fraud people? Got him in 24 hours. This guy, you're not gonna find this guy. And not for 10,000. I see rewards for dogs more than that. We're broke, but we're not desperate.
What we know. This is according to Axios, that the major health insurance company is now backing off a controversial plan to limit coverage of anesthesia. That's according to public officials. So Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield recently decided to, quote, no longer pay for anesthesia care if the surgery or procedure goes beyond an arbitrary time limit, regardless of how long the surgical procedure takes. Now, this generated a whole host of controversy. That was according to the American Society of Anesthesiologists. Of course, they opposed the decision. Well, that decision covered plans in Connecticut, New York, and Missouri. Now, NPR reported the insurer had based the move on surgery time metrics from CMS, the federal agency that stands for Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Now, the decision, of course, was controversial at the time, but outrage erupted this week after the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson in New York City cast a spotlight on divisive insurance decisions. So we are getting a statement in from Anthem Blue Cross. They say this. This is from Elevance Health, that there's been significant widespread misinformation about an update to our anesthesia policy. They say, as a result, we have decided to not proceed with this policy change. They say, to be clear, it never was and never will be the policy of Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield to not pay for medically necessary anesthesia services. The proposed update to the policy was only designed to clarify the appropriateness of anesthesia consistent with well-established clinical guidelines. Now, we're hearing from officials in these states, including New York Governor Kathy Hochul, the Democrat, saying this: last night, I shared my outrage at a plan from Anthem to strip away coverage from New Yorkers who had to go under anesthesia for surgery. We pushed Anthem to reverse course, and today they will be announcing a full reversal of this misguided policy. Hochul says, don't mess with the health and well-being of New Yorkers. New York City had to get that major story in. A lot of people were talking about that online, especially in the wake of the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson there, just at the age of 50, yesterday in the early morning hours of Midtown Manhattan. Remember, the manhunt for his killer continues as we speak.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after.
Girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I can tell you rock, I can tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I can tell by your charm and your arm. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? My psychic told me she would have a like Serena, Trina, Jennifer Lopez, 4 kids. Some gotta take all they bad to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pull up in the Benz, they all got a pin. We all went to bed, and then I had to pay.
I'm in trouble, I'm an addict, I'm addicted to this girl. She's got my heart tied in a knot in my stomach in a whirl. But even worse, I can't stop calling her. She's all I want and more, I mean, damn, what's not to adore? I've been playing too much guitar, I've been listening to jazz. I called so many times, I swear, she's going mad in that cellular. Will be the death of us, I swear, I swear.